Hello Miami Caramels, that's Martisha and you in my channel in Fragrance Delicto. I'm welcoming you. Today I would like to talk with you about some Ukrainian perfumes, what suddenly, recently I discovered when I've been in Ukraine a couple of weeks ago, and I found really interesting Ukrainian perfume brand what actually delivers any perfumes around the world as well. And yes, delivery is still working, and the company brand name is Arboretum, and will be like 4 different perfumes what I actually mentioned as really interesting smells. And I would like probably to talk about the first one, what is Chornobryvtsi. It calls Chornobryvtsi, what it actually means marigold flowers. And that's such a nice, beautiful and natural smell of that perfume. And those flowers, it's in Ukraine, it's some kind of iconic flowers what present Ukraine and Ukrainian culture as well as the sunflowers. But marigolds, they like everywhere in any garden in Ukraine you can find them. Until you listen to me, by the way, don't forget to subscribe on this channel if you like that, and don't forget to put like. And by the way, if you already suddenly have these perfumes or you had some interesting Ukrainian brands what you can mention, and some brands what stays in your memory, please let me know. But this one is just like something really unbelievable. That's a very realistic marigold flowers, and it's opening with a little bit spicy, I would say, start because of the saffron. It's saffron in there, and and then slowly it's becomes a bit woody, a bit creamy, and slightly powdery. It's the many people I actually are surprised, because instead of smelling like a really fresh and juicy flowers like rose or peony or something like that, these actual perfumes, they smells more like an I would say artistic inspiration of Ukrainian garden in autumn. Super interesting. And I could say what probably for you, if you're not from Ukraine, if you're not from Eastern Europe, those perfumes for you and this perfume and this smell for you will be I would say a little bit exotic and unusual. It's also I can feel in there some kind of dry herbs and a little bit woodish accords with warm amber in the base. And of course, if to talk about notes, I should to mention, because I don't have testers anymore, I don't have those perfumes anymore, I just made the notes, so notes about notes and what actually I feel. So the Chornobryvtsi, in the top notes, it's marigold and saffron, what it's very mentioning, and in the heart it's iris, cashmere wood, violet leaf, like the green piece, and galbanum, the middle notes. And the base is, as I said, it's amber, it's musk. I wouldn't say what this musk like some kind of animalistic, no, it's very calm musk. And as well it's a little bit of vanilla, not sugary, a little bit bitter vanilla with saffron as well. I should say what mostly all of these for perfumes, because they mostly all of them using natural oils and natural ingredients, they not stains with you super long. They don't have like a huge projection as well. They are staying more closer to the skin, maybe after 2-5 hours, depends on the weather, depends on the conditions where you are. But it's actually, I like that because you can change the perfumes anytime, and that's really cool for my opinion. And yeah, because our mood changing all the time during the day, so why perfume should be with us like all day long. And the second perfume what I wanted to mention right now, it's called Mirabelle. So, and I would say probably it's the most easiest profile of these perfumes, in all of these perfumes. Exactly, the Mirabelle, I would say the more primitive. It's not really correct, but it's more understandable. It's a little bit fruity, juicy fruity. You can feel some kind of bitter honey in it, like black honey, like Egyptian black honey, wild honey, and also there is some sweetness in it. I would say vanilla, but I wouldn't say like it's straight vanilla, like straight away vanilla. It's incredible natural smell, and it's unfortunately it's not stays super duper long, unfortunately, because the smell is really fantastic, and maybe even longevity can be a bit better. Yes, I would say so. But again, for some kind of intimacy and some kind of privacy, this perfume will match perfect, like really much perfect, if I could say that. And the notes, it starts from Mirabelle plum, like the violet plum, juicy violet plum, and some kind of green leaves, like a grassy bitterness. You can feel this bitterness in that. In the hard notes, and that 100% what I can feel that it's yellow plum. What actually the main note and the main profile in this whole perfume, it's also honey, and it's a little bit white flowering as well. And the base is light woods. I don't know which one exactly. It's just like a wooden profile, and a very soft, maybe even white musk. Really nice and sensitive perfume. Yeah. Third one, and this is one of my favorite in this video perfume. It calls Prochytan. Prochytan is a Ukrainian word, would actually have a root from a verb to read. So as you can think, and you probably will be it wouldn't be that difficult to understand which kind of smell it is, because it's not about paper. It's about it's the atmosphere of an old library, with all these wooden bookshelves, with lack a little bit, with calmness, with some kind of touch of I would say even a dusty. It's a little bit dusty smell. It's like a smell of old wooden library shelf with paper, with some leathers in it as well, and lac. Like lac from the furniture, like this kind of things. It's not loud as well, but it's the most interesting and artistical profile. It's very deep, it's very emotional, and very complimenting perfume. And I would say probably between all of those four perfumes, this perfume I would mention more suitable for men. It's very intelligent. It's like a gentleman perfume. Beautiful. I really recommend you to discover that if you will have a chance to find that, or if you wanted to order it. fantastic perfume smell. And it's a little bit synthetically, it feels from the beginning, I guess, because the top notes, it's cardamom and bergamot, and for me the bergamot is always about bitterness, like whatever, and bitterness and synthetic notes. Always I feel bergamot always a little bit synthetic, maybe not even like always a little bit, but always really I feel synthetic. And the hard notes, it's some kind of let's say paper accords, cedarwood, like a dry, really dry cedarwood with a touch of black tea. And hard notes, it's understandable again because it's more like man profile. It's musk, it's sandalwood, and it's vetiver. Beautiful. And actually this perfume was staying with me on my skin like 4 hours 100%. And I wanted to mention when in that time when I tried that perfume, the temperature around me was like plus 27. So I think 4 hours for this perfume on the skin, it's really a good result, especially if we coming back to the reality. And if you remember, I said ingredients, mostly all ingredients from this company, Arboretum, it's natural components. And the last perfume, and that's my favorite women profile perfume because it calls Buzok. And Buzok, it's Buzok, it's a lilac, okay, like that. And I have a story about that. When I was a teenager, and my best friend Katerina, she was living with me, and we were like going into school together, blah blah blah, and she was my best friend. And when it was her birthday and I didn't have a lot of money, so I organized some kind of small present, like symbolic present for her. But there was the vandalism from my side, because I found a branch full of these lilac flowers, and I just took the pieces of it, and I created like a huge bouquet, and I put that on the bean, like just on the bean, and it was the bean full of lilac flowers. Beautiful, smells like incredible, and I bring it to her because I really like to make a present for the people who I love. And I knew like all women love flowers, whatever, even if they say no, I never believe in that. I also tried to play that game, but I understood I just cannot lie to myself. So the Buzok, I will call lilac Buzok, because again, lily in Ukraine, it's lily, it's like white lily. But Buzok, we have different kind of types of Buzok, this kind of small lilacs. We have white, we have pink, we have violet, we have darkish violet lilacs. So this perfume actually smells like a typical violet Buzok. Beautiful, intense, and very realistic. So realistic. I cannot believe when I just smelled it in the beginning. And it's just really, it smells like just fresh blossomed lilac, Bosch in May, or because in May normally lilac blossoming in Ukraine. And some people notice also what it's slightly strange opening. It's remind them of fresh paint. I couldn't really agree with that, but something in the beginning, maybe you can feel that a little bit, but it disappears like super duper fast. And if your nose is not spoiled, it wouldn't be that visible and recognizable for you, like 100%. It's some kind of salty notes in it, like there is a lot of air, and it's a lot of even not air, I would say like a water lily notes in it. It's very powdery in in the base, but the intensivity of the smell, it's really something unbelievable, and it's also fresh. It's not sweet at all, because it have the orange blossom in it. It's have neroli in the start, and it's obvious. It's have some bergamot, and in hard notes there is different types of lilac in it, and it's a Persian lilac, and it's a purple lilac, and it's violet lilac, and lily of the valley in a hard note, and it's also some kind of watery accords. I don't know which one. It's just watery accords, and meanwhile, you can feel the base, and the base, it's white musk, it's a rosewood, slightly touched, it's frankincense, and it's a sandalwood as well. But I should mention to you what a lily, this Buzok smell, you can feel through all time when you're wearing that incredible perfume. And that's so cool, because I don't like when perfume have a profile and they saying what the profile, let's say a rose, but the rose disappears, you know, in the end, and you don't feel rose at all. So here you will feel lilac from the beginning, from the top notes to the heart notes and to the base notes. You will feel that lilac. Beautiful. I guess all of them, all those perfumes what I just mentioned, they are it's a toilet water, but they also have perfume as perfumes. Okay, there is interesting smells as well. What is Chornozem? What Chornozem? It's the name of Ukrainian soil, the most productive soil in the world, and it's based as well on patchouli. Patchouli as a main accord on that perfume. And another one, what it was also interesting for me, and it smells like tomate. Yes, like tomate. It's called pomidori. And it's really smells like tomatoes leaves, like a fresh, juicy, and like smelly, fresh, super duper eco growth tomatoes. Unbelievable perfumes, a really good profile. I really recommend you to go to that beautiful company and discover and try to smell it, try to enjoy that, because I'm pretty sure what you cannot find anything like that, especially if you're in States or even in Europe, so they're not paying me for that, but I really think that's my personal responsibility to talk with you about this beautiful Ukrainian brand, what calls Arboretum. Yes, and that's it. Sorry for the long pause, but it is like it is. Life, it's about up and downs. My travel in Ukraine was safe but dangerous, interesting, traumatic in some aspects, but very refreshing, and I met a lot of people from everywhere, from around the world, British, Americans, Canadians, French people who's choosing living in Ukraine right now, even when it's war. Yes, and that's cool. I like it. I like to see, and I really miss the people. Anyway, my darling color caramels, thank you for that, what you was with me. That was Martisha, your perfume lover, Ukrainian artist and performer. My Etsy shop with my artworks and prints, because I'm donating and I'm helping my volunteers from my city. And there was a perfume channel in Fragrance Delicto. So I hope to see you again. Don't forget to be happy and don't forget to be yourself. Bye-bye.